Hello there, and welcome to the Tristan channel. If you just give me a second. Whee! Today we'll be... Unfortunately, this doesn't pop up until after I've pressed record. Today, we'll be taking another trip back to Spooks. Scary videos left behind by missing YouTubers. That doesn't sound good, does it? That sounds a bit ominous. Let's do this. Don't too loud.
I'm not safe here. I feel like I'm being watched. There's eyes on me.
I hope that's fake, because that gave the chicken, that did.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks.
Hello, Sir
Today
Spooks.
We'll take a look at the paranormal paranoids, as I want to update you guys on all of the crazy things that have happened since last time. A few weeks ago, I put up a video on the ongoing case of the paranormal paranoids.
This is quite old. It's quite a few months or years of this video, because I react to ones that I haven't seen but that are old, and because creators are not so bad. I found the trick is to if you do one that's really old, they have no issue with it, because it obviously gives time. Everyone would have seen it by now, or most people have seen it by now, so it didn't bother them as much. I mean,
multiple comments on the video mentioned that it might be an ARG, which is definitely a theory I'm leaning more towards.
ARG?
We'll be looking more into that later in the video. Since the last time, more clips have been published from the mysterious Twitter account Noir, and Jess the Paranoid has discovered more episodes from the original series. In the last video, we discussed the disappearance of a ghost hunting YouTube crew known as the Paranormal Paranoids. Only one episode of the show was public at that time, which was the Mary Talbot episode, which took place in a supposedly haunted forest, and featured an eerie apparition at the spot where a woman had committed suicide several years prior. Since that video, people have come up with several theories.
Maximum potato quality?
Many of which consist of the possibility of this being an ARG, an alternate reality game. I also believe this could be the case. An ARG uses the real world as a platform to convey a usually highly cryptic and puzzling story told through multiple media platforms. It uses its audience, you, as a piece of the story, because your response to the story and your theories can ultimately change the course of the plot. Nevertheless, even if this turned out to be an ARG, that doesn't take away from the fact that this is an intriguing and disturbing mystery.
Ooh.
So, let's take a look at how this story has evolved since my last video on the subject.
So knows it could be not real, could be like not a fan film. To be fair, I don't actually know what an ARG is. But yeah, there's interactive stories, or just a story that looks real, like Blair Witch. Like, anyway, I'll carry on.
Much of the same has been going on Twitter, with the Twitter user Noir sending cryptic tweets to Jess the Paranoid. However, the big question that still lingers is, who is Noir? Figuring out how this mysterious person obtained these very personal pieces of footage is also of importance to solving this puzzle. But before we go deep into theories, let's first check out the most recently discovered episodes of the Paranormal Paranoids. Jess the Paranoid writes on Twitter that she used a toothpaste method for repairing the old CDs that she found in the box of memorabilia, which apparently worked. Following the Mary Talbot video, The next episode is titled Prison Episode and showcases the paranormal paranoids as they investigate an unknown prison that looks quite abandoned.
Even if they may be fake or, you know, indie films, it'd be interesting to go as a channel and react to some of them, wouldn't it?
Riley provides a vague description of the location's history, simply saying that riots, murders, and alleged hauntings all took place there. Very early on, something creepy happens, but it's something that most people probably didn't notice. At about 3 minutes into the video, letters are scrawled onto a dusty mirror, and at first glance, this isn't all that special. But if you're paying attention, you'll notice that the name Mia is written on it. Mia, of course, being the name of Riley's sister. And if that wasn't enough, only a few seconds later, a strange sound is heard.
Oh.
David, check this out. We got letters. Letters. What was that?
Let's find out.
No.
No.
You can find out that one.
They come from over here?
Yeah, it's like behind that wall.
Holy shit, what's this? What do you think was back there? What was that?
That sounds like someone scuffling or running along like a gravelly floor, isn't it? Like chung 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 chung. You know, dying like a jump 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 boom. You mean?
It almost sounds like someone knocking on a pipe or some sort of metal plate. Later on in the investigation, Riley starts to act quite nervous, as if something else is on her mind. Something is troubling her.
So we're about to enter solitary. This was the original solitary confinement. For a while in the 1930s, they just threw in cots here and basically let the inmates have the run of this room over here. And then later it was used as overflow.
10 minutes later, a handrail seemingly moves on its own, making some noise. It's unclear afterwards whether it really did move by itself, or if they moved it by accident. Only a minute later...
She does look like she'd be perfect for like a you know, like to play the part of the mother in Rosemary's Baby, that sort of film. I mean,
Riley suddenly stops and looks scared.
Jesus.
What?
Don't you feel that?
No. I feel what?
Cold. Holy shit. Riley, what? What?
oh, I wish it wouldn't fucking cut off like or make noise. You know what I mean? Makes you and puts you on edge. You know what I mean?
She feels cold, and her breath is suddenly visible after she says it, which is probably what the crew reacts to. It seems to me that her breath was not visible at any other point prior to this moment, making this incident extra creepy.
I mean, if it's fake and acting, it's really good.
The next episode takes place once again in the woods, but this time features a creepy shed with an even creepier backstory.
In the summer of 1982, the body of a 16-year-old boy was found in a shed in these woods. He'd taken a dull razor blade to both of his wrists.
Oh,
The
charming.
body was already decomposing in the heat by the time they found it. There was no note. Once word got out, local kids started using the shed as a place to drink, smoke, or other stuff, until another body turned up. 17-year-old overdose.
I'm not saying I approve of that. Don't get wrong. It's just that I have a, well, you know, I have that sort of quirky sense of humour. Like, you know, if someone says, "Oh, that's big," I'll say, "Oh, that's what she says." You know, so I can't help it. You know. But yeah, so it's tragic what about here because it, by the sound of it.
started using the shed as a place to drink, smoke, or other stuff until another body turned up.
Well, she thought it was funny.
17-year-old overdosed on pills. Another suicide ruling.
Oh, man.
For the next few decades, until as recently as 1998, there have been 6 recorded deaths in the shed, all of which were suicides. Since then, locals refer to it simply as the suicide shed.
6 suicides in the same small shed. That certainly sets the stage for a terrifying episode. But as it turns out, this is the only episode where there seems to be no paranormal activity caught on video.
She seems a bit cheerful for being in a place called Suicide Shed.
In the final episode that is currently available, Riley explains the haunted history of the Lincoln Elementary School. She mentions that one morning the school was found completely filthy. It hadn't been cleaned over the
So I'm recording this quite late, so I'm a bit tired, so forgive me if I yawn, okay? I look a bit rough as well.
weekend. So they went to the janitor's closet for supplies to clean the school before the children arrived. They found the janitor inside the closet. Every bone of his body was broken, and his mop was shoved so far down his throat that the strings were hanging out of his mouth. There was no sign of a struggle or forced entry. She goes on to tell the audience more about the legend of the janitor's supposed death and the mysterious things that happened in its wake. They proceed to enter the building, seemingly without permission. Not much happens to begin with, but it doesn't stay that way for long.
Whoa!
You just closed that, right?
That was already quite alarming, but the scares don't end there, as you'll soon see.
What was that? Riley, what was that? Riley, don't go out by yourself, Riley. Come on. Chill. Where did that come? I know.
She's Whoa! I hope that's not eyes I just saw, but yeah, I was about to say she's ramming it, but I thought I just saw some eyes there. I paused it.
Riley, what was that? Riley, don't go out by yourself, Riley. Chill. Where did that come? I know.
Holy shitballs. Scuba Lounge. Oh my. Oh. I have got. Look at the. Check it on that. I've got goosebumps up my arms. God, man. That is. Oh my lord. God, it's really. Look, you know, lizard skin? It looks like I got fucking lizard. You know, like a lizard. Those desert things. Gecko thing. What do you call them? You know what I mean? They got that bumpy thing. That's how bad my goosebumps were. Jesus, I knew I saw something. Thing is, I'm gonna probably say it's fake, but still, it's good. It's good. It's still freaky. Look at that. Hey, look at that. That's freaky as F. So that could be a mask, you know?
After witnessing this terrifying figure inside the building, they sprint out. Peter initially accuses David of setting the whole thing up, refusing to believe that it was a real paranormal encounter. David denies this. The two guys are then hyped to have caught such an event on tape. Riley seems especially shook by the incident. Was this figure the ghost of the janitor who supposedly haunts the school? Or was it, like Peter initially suggested, a prank set up by one of the group's members? Already in the very first video shared by the mysterious Noir, Riley mentions that she feels like she has an ability to sense things.
Oh, how did I get interested in ghosts? I got interested in I think I've always been really interested. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can sense things, but I don't know, maybe everyone does.
It's a continuing theme throughout the videos, and something we'll look more into in a bit. This is most likely the first vlog she's ever done for her channel, and
yeah, because well, I hope it's going to show it connected to the bit we saw previous in the preview, because she was like, I could see that, it sounded like she was being haunted by it or something.
Throughout Noir's periodically uploaded videos, we get a deeper insight into the mind and feelings of especially Riley, who seems to be the main focus of it all. Before that, however, we'll have to look more into the people closest to Riley to get a better understanding of the full case. In my last video, we shortly mentioned Riley's sister Mia, but since then, more relevant information has come to light. There's even a video, supposedly a vlog, from their old channel, specifically focusing on their relation to each other, called Riley Talks About Her Sister Mia.
Honestly, she's good. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, she just started, she's been dating this guy, Robert.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She's dating
cool.
a guy. Wow, okay.
You know, my sister can get boys. You say this
I
with
just
such surprise.
I just figure she doesn't really get out and meet people too much. So
She
this is
does.
like
Why
kinda
do
new
you
for her.
think that's not a thing that Mia does?
I don't know. She just, I feel like she plays things kind of close to the vest. I can't really tell what's going on with her.
Riley mentions how they've slowly drifted apart a bit since they started the channel. According to Riley, Mia probably wouldn't even have met her new boyfriend if it wasn't for them seeing each other less. What's weird is the fact that even though Mia is mentioned several times throughout the videos, we never actually see her. In one of the vlogs, Riley draws a creepy picture. There's an odd edit where we go from Riley's perspective, filming herself talking about a picture she drew, to suddenly having the perspective of her sister, Mia, instead. We don't see Mia directly though, as she's the one filming.
This is what I've been working on. I don't know, it's she's someone I keep having a dream about, and I don't even know really why I'm sharing it, but
Yeah, but she says, he just said, didn't he say Mia's the one filming it? She's doing a selfie. She's filming it herself. Right, Riley is.
I don't know. It was a weird dream. It was, I felt like trapped. And I just haven't had a dream like that in a while. But I don't know, I think it helped putting her to paper. Hey, Mia. I've been having a dream about this woman. I don't know. You can come see it. You can come closer. What are you doing?
What's odd is the way she operates the camera. She barges into the room, only to then completely ignore the drawing and instead focus directly on Riley in an awkward, almost eerie silence. What's
That's
even
spooky.
more strange is that
That is spooky, that is freaky.
someone edited the two separate clips, Riley's vlog and Mia's odd interruption, into one video. That could easily have been done by the person having the video camera in the end, if we assume that everything was filmed on the same device. Continuing with this specific vlog, Riley draws a creepy picture. We learn more about her thoughts, feelings, and her supposed gift, if you can call it that.
Oh god, it's gonna get freaky.
Riley shows us a drawing of a disturbing figure that's apparently recurring in her dream. She seems visibly shaken and looks as if she's choking up a bit just talking about it.
See, if this is fake, it's good acting still, it's still freaky.
In the aforementioned video, the first Q&A, she mentions that she feels like she can sense things, and some comments on the various videos discuss whether she might have the sight. In the video, Riley talks about the man in the window. Riley mentions how she's been having weird dreams all the way back to at least when she was 13. Some of the dreams she's been having seems to be coming true. She talks about the recurring dream of the man in the window, that she feels trapped and watched. Could this dream be an indication of her own end? In the very latest video, titled Riley's Last Message, she also mentions that she feels unsafe and as if she's being watched, just like in the recurring dream.
But it's odd though that it's cut off, you know what I mean? But again, that could be... I'm not saying it is, there I go again. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't. I need to get that put on a t-shirt or something. Well, if you get me to... If I get a membership going and I get my own merch going, I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. But that could be the genius of it. You know, you cut it off and leave it as a mystery and everyone's like, where the fuck are they gone? You know what I mean? But if it isn't fake, then it's really freaky.
Only to then immediately get a disturbing confirmation on all accounts. She's trapped in her own home, being stalked by someone or something.
Unless it was his sister, because, like I say, the eerie camera work.
I'm not safe here. I feel like I'm being watched. There's eyes on me. I'm so scared.
Fuck. Good job I paused at that time, because I hate it when they use noises and anything. But if this is fake, then someone needs to find her and give her bloody... No, she needs to be on film, because she's a really good actress. More convincing... Per se, she's more convincing than Amber Heard. Who was that? Was that a sister? Thing is, if it's not paranormal, it could be a genuine stalker, you know what I mean? Oh my god, did you hear the running up? That's why, because they said it would sound like banging on metal. No, that was the noise she heard in that place. Do you remember? I said it sounded like dirt on the ground. They went bum 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 and the light went off. It's like, oh my god. Oh god. It's getting freaky. I would put that cabinet in front of that door. When you barricade that door. Just don't open it. I'm not sure if that's upstairs in front of us, she can't go out the window, but I'd barricade that door, stay awake till daytime. There we go. I don't know, it looks it's a bit suspect. It's got that sound effect over it, you know what I mean? I don't know. I hope it is fake, because it'd be unpleasant to think that she was killed by a stalker or someone breaking in, you know what I mean? Because you do get some weird... That's what's even more terrifying, is not the paranormal, but actual people that are dangerous, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That sound effects, it just sounds like it's been put on top. The only thing that gets me, folks, and this is, and you know, and I know, it comes to, because whoever owns a site, or you know, YouTube channel, it's hers, right? My only problem with this is this. With anything, because it's like the Blair Witch stuff, right? Or anything like that. If something genuinely happened to them, then how in the hell did they upload it to their channel? Yeah? It's like people, I mean, there's some videos where, you know, when in the tunnel, the kids get, those teenagers get beaten up by someone, and the camera goes like that, and it's really bad, like, douche, douche, douche. One, it looks... One, that looked fake, but two, it's like, well, how did they upload it if they all got killed? It's common sense, isn't it? So how the hell did they manage to upload this? You know what I mean? It's just... And that's just dodgy, that sound.
Shockingly, everything takes an unexpected turn in this newly uploaded video. What earlier seemed like something that could have potentially be explained by natural means, what with the new information slowly being released, this video functions as a curveball that completely destroys some theories, while creating many new ones. While this video potentially explains the disappearance of Riley, it mostly seems to create many new questions. Who or what was with Riley that night? And how is the mysterious
See, that looks human.
Noir also in possession of this clip? As mentioned earlier, it also somehow seemed like Riley knew something like this was going to happen. She'd sensed it beforehand, and even mentioned it multiple times throughout the different videos.
Yeah, but she said she saw eyes at windows, so she clearly had a stalker. But she probably didn't think much of it because of stuff she does. But again, if something happened to her, then how did they upload? She uploaded it, or was it the guy who she was with? Is it him that uploaded it? You know what I mean? And why wouldn't he come into this room? Why wouldn't you check out the rest of the house for other people?
In the video, Riley draws a creepy picture. It's clear to see where she got the inspiration from, her dream of a future event. This isn't the only event that she loosely predicted. In the aforementioned video, Riley talks about the man in the window. She also mentions that she's seen places like the school and prison they've investigated, way before they even went there. Whether it's just a case of extreme deja vu is of course up to debate. But we see glimpses in other videos where she seems unnaturally shocked by the otherwise normal circumstances. An example of this could be the prison episode, where she suddenly stops and gets anxious at seemingly nothing. Maybe she recognized the place from her own dreams. She talks about feeling trapped and watched in multiple videos, which looks to be the way her life possibly ends. It's ironic, really, that she's always had this dream of the man in the window watching her, only for all of us to continually follow the case through her seemingly private videos, also watching her. A short citation from the video Riley and Peter talk about Shelby Oaks sums it up really well.
Oh, I'm scared of the dark.
Is it Pete that uploaded the video? But mind you, the side of his head is interesting. The guy at the window, the side of his head looks like him. I don't know, folks. I don't know. It could be. I reckon it's just a really good fake like AG. Like you said, it's an AG, because it's like, is it just me? But if you put a woolly hat or something onto him, like make him dress like a burglar, but the side of his face looks like the guy who was at the window. You know what I mean?
Put me in a dark room. This is like...
Well, if things
we
are...
all, like,
if
that
these things
janitor
are really attracted to you, then why not catch it on camera? Why not show it to the world? Why not? It's gonna happen regardless.
What, I mean, not necessarily.
This specific video is one of the latest and seems to be uploaded against Riley's will. Even though the video Riley and Peter talk about Shelby Oaks is uploaded a couple of days after Riley talks about the man in the window, it seems like the actual footage is from a few minutes earlier in the same conversation. Peter doesn't know about her night terrors yet, and he learns about them in more detail, just as we do.
Every dream just felt like I was trapped, and I think I maybe feel things in a way.
Yeah, because as when he did zoom in, because you know that bit where he goes, who's that person at the window? The ear and this side of the face looks exactly like his. So I don't know, guys. Plus, again, like I said, how did she upload it to her channel if she's been killed or missing? Come on, use a bit of common sense here. Unless it's a friend of hers who has admin rights to the channel, I don't know. I might check out the comments and see what someone put on the video.
Other people don't. I think
Okay.
stuff might be attracted to me, and that's why we're captured.
And the end bit seemed a bit too cliche, the creepy sounding door and the creeping into the dark. You know, I mean, I don't know, correct? I don't know. I'm hoping it's fake for her sake, but just common sense tells me that if something happened to her, then who uploaded it to the channel?
Capturing things.
So
I think I could hurt you guys.
Despite Riley's best efforts to explain how she feels, Peter continually insists on going through with their investigations, even though Mia is extremely uncomfortable about it. Peter mentions multiple times how it's their duty, their actual purpose on Earth, to show their revealing footage. The video ends with Peter convincing Riley to take one last trip, the trip to Shelby Oaks, before taking a break from it all. As mentioned before, there's more than one mystery going on at once. There's the main question of how and where the paranormal paranoids went, as they completely disappeared from the internet. But then there's also the question as to who's sharing these otherwise vanished videos. Most clues point towards the people who were actually supposed to be the nearest and dearest friend to the group leader, Riley. There's loosely based evidence to support that the perpetrator could be David, the silent camera guy who most likely...
It was either Pete or someone with that ear, innit? That face.
likely edited most of the footage in the first place. It would be an easy assumption to make. The classic trope of the shy guy getting too infatuated with the beautiful girl.
It's either him or Pete, because don't forget, you know, also if this is fake, the person playing the role, the person who broke in, because it's just that style of face. It's not a ghost. It's obvious not a ghost. We can see it's not a ghost, but it's either his face or Pete's.
As earlier said, however, this is just speculation, and is primarily based on the camera work, specifically the many close-ups of Riley's face, even when the group is discussing other things. Furthermore, it wouldn't be hard to imagine how the camera guy got his hands on all the footage. On the other hand, the perpetrator could just as well be Mia, the, for us at least, faceless, mysterious sister who often pops up in discussion.
Yeah, but the person who broke in attacked Mia as well. We heard a scuffle.
The few things we know about her seems to indicate that the relationship between her and her sister is slowly deteriorating. And why has the mysterious Noir made a conscious decision to not include her in any of the uploaded clips? The only time she's actually been in a clip, she was acting eerily strange. Another suspect could be Peter, the guy who insisted on filming Riley against her wishes.
The face, the ear, but when he's talking to her, that just side bit just matches the guy in the window.
Why was he so adamant about continuing the work when he could clearly see how badly it affected Riley? Why was it absolutely necessary to go to Shelby Oaks? He admitted to actually believing her when she mentioned how she thought she could feel things. So why not take it seriously? All this, just like the others, is of course just speculation. Another clue as to who Noir might be lies in the conscious decision in cutting Riley's song at specific points before uploading it. The video ends very abruptly before what looks like a second verse. The song is about Riley being haunted in the morning and someone else being haunted in the evening. It's possible that the upload of the video decided to cut it just before some incriminating information may have been brought up in the song.
Oh, I see. So she's part of the team, but she doesn't own the channel. So whoever owns the channel is the guy who breaks in. So it's either Pete or the cameraman. I reckon it could be either one of them, definitely because of the side of the face. It wouldn't surprise me, folks.
Knowing what we know now from Riley's last message, it doesn't...
But why isn't police analysing it? I mean, I don't know. There's so many questions that... There's so many questions that make you think this is fake. It's an AG, whatever you call it. You know what I mean? Because... Why the police haven't caught anyone by now? I mean, okay, it's the gloves and all that sort of stuff from forensics. But the face looks like the profile, the side bit looks like either one of those guys.
It doesn't seem that far-fetched to consider the possibility of this song being about a person with lycanthropy. After all, werewolves are specifically known for being haunted by the night. Furthermore...
Yeah, that wasn't a werewolf, that's a guy with a beanie on and dressed in black.
A disturbing discovery was recently made by someone named Yankee White on YouTube that shows something in the window watching Riley.
If this suddenly popped out of nowhere, that could be CGI. I don't know. I don't know. The guy who broke in is definitely not paranormal. That's some dodgy geezer. But that, I don't know, that's creepy, because that could be, I don't know, someone using the reflections off the window to, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, because there's a picture of a woman that looks like something with horns.
When all is said and done, the case only seems to get more convoluted. The more new information gets released, and we're still not sure where this all leads. We're only left with more questions than we started with, so it's going to be interesting to see how far and in which direction this rabbit
Yeah, it gets more convoluted, that's the problem.
hole will continue to go. And all this seems to evolve from just one simple question on Twitter. Does anyone remember the paranormal paranoids? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Well, that's freaky. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think it's fake or what? I mean, I do reckon it is one of those guys, because the face, that bit of the face you could see when they did a zoom up like that, you could see the ear and the side of the face. That footage there of the creature, I'm not sure about that. That could be easily done with a computer, and it just looks a bit. Looks like they've taken the pareidolia from that window, the reflection of a room on the glass, and moved it. If that makes sense. But yeah, but the end bit's a bit too cliche, you know. Oh, she goes out the door and something happens to her. That seems a bit too cliche, if that makes sense. Something you'd see in a typical horror film. And why is it that he's not checked the, you know, this person knows who lives here, because who lives there, because it's like, why didn't he check that room? She could have been with her boyfriend. Could be someone there, you know, on the bed scared. Why didn't he check the room? You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, so let me know what you think. If it's all fake, it's bloody good. It's really well done. And like I said, they should be doing films, like Netflix films or something like that. But yeah, of course, some bits got me checking going. I mean, so anyway, hope you liked it. Again, let me know what you think about this whole case in the comment section below. And yeah, and don't forget to go over to Sir Spooks, go check him out. And if you like this video, hit the like. And if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe. It'd be great to have you here. So until the next time, folks, take care. Cheerio.